Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what time is it now? Yes! And yes, this is the DW World Equity Time. And from now onwards, every Monday morning, 9 a.m., 10 minutes is all the time you need to spend with us. And we call this the OTOP series. And OTOP stands for One Target, One Purpose. From now on, every Monday morning, we are going to share with you one very important instrument. And that could be an FX market, it could be a commodity market, it could be a stock, and it could be an ETF that comes from any exchanges around the world. And what you're going to do is, number one, like us. Number two, share with your friends and the loved one. And most importantly, subscribe to us. All right. And from there, every Monday, just log on to us, watch us, and catch us, and build your way to the happiness. OTOP is right here waiting for you. Stay tuned, and I will be right back. Hi, welcome back to the One Target, One Purpose OTOP Series 41 for the week 17 May year 2021. And this week, we're going to share with you another potential market information which we want all of you to watch us from front to back, and it's going to take about just 10 minutes, and stay tuned with us. All right, welcome back. And before we go on to what is going to happen this week, let's do a feedback and run through on what happened on Friday. All right, last week in the US market, there were big swings, and at first people were worried about the inflation pressure, and later towards Friday, the market recovered. And Dow Jones on Friday closed with a gains of 360 points, and S&P gained 61 points. Nasdaq recovered 304 points. All right, and looking at gold prices, the yellow metal recovered $20 on Friday and closed at $1,844. All right, which is very exciting. So let's take a look at this week. What are we going to talk about, and from where we're going to find an entry into a new market instrument. Stay tuned. Well, let's take a look at the Dow Jones, as you can see here on the screen. Okay, well, if you look at Dow Jones, yes, Friday there was a recovery, and in fact Thursday the market bounced off from this bottom, and that is about 33,500 points. Well, if you ask me, will Dow Jones hit a new high, it is quite difficult to make such a forecast, because for the next 1 to 2 weeks in US, it will depend a lot on the report earnings of a lot of companies which is going to release their Q1 results. And Dow Jones will only start to make new high provided the market close above here, which is the 35,030 convincingly, or we put it 35,000 which will ensure another new market recovery. All right, let's take a look at last week. We were talking about a Hong Kong stock, okay, and that is China Rare Earth Holdings. All right, it's just a feedback. Well, after we talked about this stock on last Monday, all right, last Monday, that was the 10th of May, and the market opened much higher and started to fall, but the momentum is still pretty neutral and at a point of zero. All right, our opinion on this stock 0769 in Hong Kong is to hold on to it. All right, keep watching it, observe the stock, because the prices are likely and very highly possible to make a recovery. All right, on the high side. Well, top side potential has got a lot of room there. All right, just stay tuned. And on a month chart, we would prefer anytime in the near future that the market close above $1.05. Okay, it's Hong Kong dollars $1.05, which will ensure the bull market will start to run up above the EMA 200 averaging line. So hold on to these stocks, and well, the risk is pretty small on the downside, and the upside room on the rare earth holdings is large. All right, okay, let's take a look this week, 17 May year 2021, and what are we going to talk about? Well, first of all, let's take a look at the US dollar index. Well, if you look at US dollar index, all right, last week the market actually tried to challenge, okay, 90 benchmark level, which is a major benchmark, okay, a temporary support, but of course in no time we are looking at a US dollar index to break down and drive below 90 benchmark. But in fact, last week after touching 90, the market bounced up, okay, and went up to about close to 91, and the market closed lower back at 90.3 on Friday. All right, so with a dollar weakening and a gradual downfall in the greenback, we are always looking at a potential rise in the precious metal, okay, precious metals, especially when we are talking about the gold prices and the silver prices. And that is where we are coming today, the gold and the silver. How to make a selection for this week, 17 May year 2021. If we look at the day chart of the gold prices, okay, this is the yellow metal prices, and you would have seen that the market is actually hovering and challenging at 1,850 US dollars at the top here, and there is a high probability and a potential of the market going up in a few weeks ahead of now, especially when it breaks above this strong resistance, which is about 1,880 US dollars per ounce, 1880. So this week we are of course looking at gold prices to be having a lot of potential room on the upside from 1840 to 1880. Okay, but we are not really going to talk about gold prices this week, and this is just a pre-market indication to show you if gold prices are going to be strong. Well, in lieu of the weakening dollar, what should we be looking at a more potential instrument like gold? All right. Honestly speaking, I would think it is silver. All right. If we look at gold prices earlier on the day chart, the market is just about to break up or perhaps to drive higher this week. All right, for the week 17 May 2021. But on the silver side, we are also looking at a potential breakup anywhere around here, which is $27.50 on this week, or even breaking up this stock at 28.25. All right, in any case, right, anyhow, we are looking at silver prices having a lot of potential on the upside here to drive into the region of anywhere around 28 or 29 or even 30 US dollars in just a couple of 1 or 2 weeks ahead of us. Okay, so what are we going to do when we feel that the silver prices will run up? In fact, just a little bit of tips here to share with all of you. Whenever gold prices and silver prices begin to run up on a mid journey, we always have seen silver prices rising faster and higher than gold prices. Okay, this is a very good chart here on the 4-hour chart. If we look at the silver, all right, the EMA 4 and 20 have crossed on Friday, all right, sometime from Thursday to Friday time junction, and the momentum is still very neutral at 0, and it could be bursting up anytime in silver prices. All right, and move back to the day chart. So now the finale of OTOP 41 for the week 17 May year 2021. If you are looking at silver prices to be firming this week and going up, so what exactly shall we do? Well, watch here. Right, this is the topic that we're going to talk about today in OTOP 41, and this is a 2-time leverage ETF called AGQ in silver. All right, which means anytime when silver prices are moving up, okay, at whatever one time on the rise, for example, silver rises $10 per ounce, if you take a bet in AGQ, well, your growth could be 2 times, all right, 2 times in terms 20%, all right, in terms of the percentage. All right, if you look at the AGQ here, this is exactly what we are talking about. All right, listen up for OTOP 41, and this is very interesting. All right, if you look at this AGQ, all right, the market closed at $51.4 US dollars on. It is, the unit is not in per ounce or in any metrics, because this is purely an ETF in terms of index, and the market closed at 51.4 on last Friday. All right, and this week we are watching very closely that once the market breaks up above 53 here, which is pretty near on the top side, and we have a lot of potential to run up, and most likely the next top will be at $56, and once broken up we are looking at AGQ to be moving 2 times of silver prices, and there could be a lot of potential, all right, because the market have been going sideways since last year September, and about 6 months that it has gone sideways as a correction. Well, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here. Okay, well, if we look at this, I think this is a very potential 4-hour chart. Okay, if I were to show you very quickly on this pattern here, well, I think sometimes a good picture speaks 1,000 words. All right, so what do you think in this channel, right, with the converging EMA 4 and 20 on the 4-hour chart and starting to open up, and the momentum is climbing? So where is the top here? And of course we are looking eventually for this market trend to break above the channel and start to go higher. All right, so stay tuned this week. Continue to watch the AGQ, which is a very potential instrument that is benchmarked on 2 times the leverage of silver prices. All right, and this is the DW World Equity Time for the week 17 May 2021, OTOP 41. Thank you to all of you for watching us, and come back next week and we shall continue to stay with you. Bye bye.